The tension in Port Charles reaches a new level as relationships, loyalties, and long-buried resentments collide in ways nobody expected. What begins as a quiet disagreement soon turns into a conflict that could reshape several lives and leave lasting consequences throughout the community. Brook Lynn has spent weeks trying to keep her emotions under control. She has remained calm in public, chosen her words carefully, and avoided confrontations whenever possible. But lately, the pressure has become impossible to ignore. Every new development seems to bring another reason for frustration, and the people closest to her are beginning to notice that her patience is wearing thin. At the center of her growing anger is Willow. Although Brook Lynn has attempted to move forward and focus on her own life, she cannot shake the feeling that certain choices made by Willow have affected far more people than anyone realizes. The situation becomes increasingly complicated as rumors spread across Port Charles, creating uncertainty and mistrust among families and friends alike. When Brook Lynn finally reaches her breaking point, she decides that staying silent is no longer an option. Their confrontation begins unexpectedly. What starts as a simple conversation quickly turns emotional as years of unresolved feelings come pouring out. Both women defend their positions, convinced that they are protecting the people they care about. Neither one is willing to back down. Brook Lynn makes it clear that she is tired of watching events unfold from the sidelines. She believes too many secrets have remained hidden and too many difficult questions have gone unanswered. According to her, the truth has been delayed long enough. However, Willow refuses to accept the accusations being directed at her. She insists that the circumstances are more complicated than they appear and warns Brook Lynn against making assumptions without knowing every detail. The disagreement escalates. Soon, voices rise, emotions intensify, and the conversation becomes impossible to ignore. Several residents happen to witness parts of the exchange, and before long, word begins spreading throughout Port Charles. Everyone seems to have an opinion. Some support Brook Lynn's determination to demand answers. Others believe Willow is being unfairly targeted during an already difficult period in her life. As speculation grows, another development emerges that threatens to make matters even worse. A photograph suddenly begins circulating among several people connected to the situation. At first glance, the image appears harmless. However, once questions arise about where and when it was taken, curiosity quickly transforms into concern. The photograph features Ethan and Delilah together. Neither appears aware that the picture was being taken. The image immediately sparks countless theories. Some people believe it proves a connection that has been intentionally hidden. Others suspect there is a much larger story behind the photograph. The uncertainty surrounding the image creates confusion, and before long, everyone seems eager to uncover the truth. As news of the photo spreads, several individuals begin conducting investigations of their own. Conversations take place behind closed doors. Phone calls are made. Old memories are revisited. Unexpected connections begin to emerge. What initially seemed like a simple photograph may actually be part of a much larger mystery. Meanwhile, Brook Lynn learns about the photo and starts wondering whether it could explain several recent events. The timing feels too suspicious to ignore. Certain pieces of information that once appeared unrelated suddenly seem connected. The possibility that important facts have been concealed only strengthens her determination. Rather than stepping away from the conflict, Brook Lynn becomes even more committed to finding answers. She starts gathering information from multiple sources, carefully comparing stories and looking for inconsistencies. The more she learns, the more convinced she becomes that someone is withholding critical details. Her pursuit of the truth creates new challenges. Friends become uncomfortable. Allies begin questioning whether she should continue digging. Some even warn that uncovering certain secrets could hurt innocent people. But Brook Lynn refuses to stop. She believes that allowing uncertainty to continue would cause even greater damage in the long run. Willow finds herself facing pressure from every direction. People who once trusted her without question are suddenly looking at her differently. Casual conversations become awkward. Simple interactions feel loaded with suspicion. Even those who care about her most begin asking difficult questions. Willow struggles to maintain her composure as the scrutiny intensifies. She understands why people want answers, but she also knows that not every situation can be explained easily. Some decisions were made under extraordinary circumstances, and revealing everything could create new complications. Unfortunately, that explanation may not satisfy everyone. As the days pass, tensions throughout Port Charles continue rising. Families become divided. Friendships are tested. Old rivalries reappear. The atmosphere grows increasingly uncertain as more residents become involved. Then another unexpected revelation threatens to change everything. A new witness comes forward with information related to the mysterious photograph. The details are incomplete, but they are significant enough to attract immediate attention. Suddenly, the focus shifts. Questions that once seemed impossible to answer now appear within reach. The possibility of discovering the full story energizes some people while terrifying others. Brook Lynn views the development as confirmation that she has been right to keep searching. Willow, however, recognizes the danger that may come with additional exposure. The stakes are higher than ever. Every conversation matters, every decision carries consequences, and every new piece of information has the potential to alter someone's future. As events continue unfolding, several residents begin realizing that the situation extends far beyond a single disagreement. The conflict has become a reflection of deeper issues involving trust, loyalty, honesty, and forgiveness. Each person involved must decide what matters most: protecting relationships, defending reputations, or revealing the complete truth regardless of the consequences. The answers may determine the future of multiple families. By the time another dramatic gathering brings several key players together, the tension is impossible to ignore. Unanswered questions hang over every conversation. Hidden agendas remain concealed beneath polite smiles. Nobody knows exactly what will happen next, but everyone senses that a major turning point is approaching. Brook Lynn arrives prepared to stand her ground. Willow arrives determined to protect what matters most. Others arrive hoping to prevent a disaster before it occurs. Whether those efforts succeed remains uncertain. One thing is clear: Port Charles is heading toward a dramatic reckoning. Secrets rarely stay hidden forever. Photographs can reveal more than intended, and when emotions reach their limit, even the strongest relationships can face unexpected challenges. As the search for answers continues, alliances may shift, surprising truths may emerge, and lives may change forever. The question now is not whether more revelations are coming. The question is, who will be ready when they finally arrive? If you enjoyed this General Hospital spoiler discussion, be sure to like the video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more Port Charles updates, theories, and upcoming story predictions.